So you said you might get to you get to go to Oblivion in Skyrim, but we haven't done that yet.
No, I said you get to go to like different parts of Oblivion. Like there's some parts of Oblivion that are like sectioned off from the rest of Oblivion.
Oh, so do you get to go to them in Skyrim?
Yeah, like a sub-realm of Oblivion. And we did do it. I think you just didn't really know what Oblivion was at the time. Ew.
Because I want to be able to go to a fiery place like this in Skyrim.
And I don't remember if you do or if you just go to, like, a sectioned off, like, sub-branch of Oblivion. Because, like, there's different forms of Oblivion, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not just the same thing.
So is it mostly just, like, a different dimension?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like Alien.
And it's like hellish.
Yeah. Is there a guy who like runs the place?
I think Mehrunes Dagon, the lord of it, is the one.
Oh, so he like is the leader of all the imps and stuff?
Kind of.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they talked about that a little bit, but they didn't really get too far into it yet.
So who's Molag Bal?
Wasn't he one of the deities? This stuff is hard to remember. I hate when you ask me in-depth lore questions, because then when people watch the channel, they're like, wow, this guy doesn't know anything, because you pull out like the most niche-ass questions.
Sorry.
And it pisses me off. I don't do that to you when we're playing something you care about.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's annoying. Why don't you just look up Molag Bal? Why don't you look it up on your phone? It takes you like 2 seconds instead of being like, hey, you, what's the zodiac sign for the Riverwood Trader or whatever? It's like, I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, there's Mehrunes Dagon. He's like the big lord of this.
He is a Daedric. He's the god of schemes and the Daedric prince of domination.
I died. I got one-shotted by a stupid trap. And I don't remember where I saved. Oh, great. At the beginning of Oblivion.
He is also known by the titles King of Rape, King of Strife,
Whoa.
Schemer Prince, and Schemer Princess. Oh, he's non-binary. Nice.
So wait, he'd be hot?
I don't know. His main desire is to harvest and consume the souls of mortals.
Okay. That's Molag Bal.
Yeah.
Which one was the one that was like the big thing full of eyes and stuff that you could...
I don't know. But it turns out Molag is in Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and online.
So, who's the one, though, that... He's like a black, gooey guy.
Black, gooey, eye guy, Skyrim. Is he Hermaeus Mora?
Hermaeus Mora, yeah.
Yeah.
What's he again? I don't remember.
Hermaeus Mora. He is... the Daedric Prince of Knowledge and Memory. His sphere is the scrying of the tides of fate, of the past and future, as read in the stars and heavens. He is not known for being good or evil. He seems to be the keeper of both helpful and destructive knowledge, although he usually sees all seekers of any knowledge as his servants.
I always thought he was cool.
He is in Daggerfall, Oblivion. He is called the Wretched Abyss during the quest Discerning the Transmundane in Skyrim. And he's also in the online.
I think he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see a picture of him?
Yeah, let me scroll back up. This guy.
Yeah, he's neat. He's one of my favorites.
I like that one too.
I actually liked him. I didn't think he was that bad.
Well, yeah, because he's supposed to be like
like a librarian.
Yeah, like a neutral guy. He's not supposed to be good or evil according to the wiki.
I thought Nocturnal was cool too.
I don't remember that one, but I think he was probably cool considering he has a cool name.
You know who I want to worship and serve if I was in this universe? Dibella. Look her up.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's pretty great.
Okay, Dibella.
You can get statues of her even in Skyrim.
Image. Ooh.
Show an image of Dibella here.
Nice.
Can I see?
Yeah.
That's like a goddess I'm horny for. You know how I'd worship her?
How?
Physically.
Okay. I want to look up Mara. Is Mara hot? 'Cause she's like into marriage and stuff.
You mean Hermaeus Mara?
No, like Mara the god.
Oh.
She's just kind of looks like Mother Mary.
Wow, she's lame. Take that shirt off.
Right? But she has big tits.
Yeah, so take it off.
Yeah.
You could be hot like Dibella.
Yeah. True.
See, that's what I'm saying, is I feel like I could, do some mortal tongue work on Dibella, My persuade skill would be all the way up my speech craft.
Let's see.
She'd have to call me eat craft,
Okay.
From me eating.
So,
her.
Akatosh is the dragon god of time and chief god of the pantheon. RK is the god of the
R. Kelly?
Yeah, of the cycle of life and death and mortals. Dibella is the goddess of beauty and love. Julianos is the god of wisdom and logic. Kynareth is the goddess of air, wind, the sky, and the elements. I wonder if Kynareth is hot. Mara is the goddess of love and compassion and the mother goddess.
So she's a MILF?
True. Stendar is the god of compassion, mercy, justice, charity, luck, and righteous rule of might and merciful forbearance. God, he's like the god of everything.
Yeah, that was very specific. I'm the god of having tacos on Tuesdays and sometimes of playing basketball, but only on the weekend.
Talos is the hero god of mankind, conqueror god, god of might, honor, state, law, and man.
Yeah, I think Talos is kind of like their Jesus.
Zenithar is god of work and commerce.
Really?
Yeah. But then the Imperials have different gods. Did you know that?
I actually didn't really know.
Including the Nine Divines, the Imperial Pantheon itself also has 3 additional gods.
Uh-oh.
Mory House, the first...
Mory House? Was that Cory in the house?
Yeah.
We got Mory in the house.
The first breath of man, ancient hero god of the Syro-Nordics, associated with Thuum and Kynareth.
Thuum? Like Thu apostrophe UM?
Yeah, the Thuum.
The Thuum is the... Fusroda! Like the dragon cries.
I like those guys.
Those are the Thuum. No, not just the people. The ability.
Yeah.
That's the Thuum.
Oh.
The voice.
So, Remen is one of their gods. He's the Cyrodiil / the worldly god.
Cyrodiil is where we are, Jill. That's the country we're in right now.
Cool.
In the game. Instead of Skyrim, we're in Cyrodiil.
Culture god, hero of the Second Empire, conqueror god. And then there's Shazar, who's god of man.
Is he like Shazam, but like shitty?
Yeah. He's the Cyrodiilic version of Lorcan. He was the spirit behind all human undertaking and is sometimes associated with the founding of the Imperial Battle Mages.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I want to look up Kynareth and see if she's hot. Let's see. Kynareth. Images.
A lot of falling rocks, so I'm kind of save scumming it.
Kynareth's okay. She's kind of hot.
Yeah,
I mean, she's not naked like Dibella, but here's a good picture of her.
I want to give Dibella, some.
Ooh, this statue is called Fingers of Kynareth.
I'd like to be known as the Fingers of Dibella.
I know, right?
That
Me
would
too.
be my role.
I'd
in
like
the
to be known as Fingering Kynareth. Oh, here's a good picture of her with a shirt off.
Well, there you go. That's what we need.
Yeah.
More horny posting from the gods of Skyrim and Elder Scrolls. Do you find it interesting that a lot of people found Elder Scrolls through Skyrim and didn't even really
know what Elder Scrolls was?
And didn't play any of the other games?
Yeah, I was one of those people, actually.
But, yeah, and that's fine. Like, it's fine to find it through that game, but it's surprising to me a lot of people didn't bother to go back and play them.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that too, because when I found out about it, I had wanted to go back and play the older games. It's just, I didn't have the money.
We had actually been planning to play Oblivion together, but then they ended up...
releasing this right
Yeah, announcing the remaster, so we were like, okay, well, let's just play this, and then if we ever play... I mean, we could always play the original for fun together, but...
I'd like that.
I think eventually we would play Sky Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
And on the channel, we could mod Sky Oblivion. Like, you can put in sexy armors and stuff, because the Skyrim mods are, I believe, going to work with it.
I really, really want to add in sexy armor.
Yeah, so, like, you can kind of have fun with it that way, too. Whereas, for some reason, this doesn't have mod support. I don't really know why.
If I made a universe like this, people would nickname it the Gooniverse.
The Gooniverse.
Yeah, and it would just be like...
The Gooniverse.
It would be like Stellar Blade on drugs. It would be so good. Like, everybody would look like Eve. Like, we would have, like, we'd have, like, 69 girl gods, and they'd all be hot. You can worship all 69 of them at the same time.
I feel like it's weird, again, and I've said it a few times, that they're so, for a fantasy, they're so non-sexual. You know? Like, they're very, very tame with some of that stuff. I've noticed in the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of a shame.
I feel like a lot of games, though, like, if they're made for adults, I'm not saying you have to have that stuff. Like, I mean, Stellar Blade, right? You could choose to put on, like, a sweater. You actually can. But for me, what's weird about this kind of stuff is, as I've gotten older, I've found that adult video games are not really that adult.
No, they're
not.
not.
Like, a lot of them aren't. This could be...
They're dumbed down.
For me, this feels like it could be for teenagers, you know?
Yeah.
Like, very obviously, but it's rated M, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So...
Which doesn't really make sense with the content in it. I'd say it would more like be rated, like, T, or... There should really be a rating between T and M, where it's, like, not super sexual or anything, but there's, like, blood and gore. You know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean. I feel like it's just... A lot of the world hates sexuality.
I don't get why.
We've talked about it a lot of times, so it's like I don't want to get into it too far. But
Subscribe to hear more about my Gooniverse.
I think that there's a nice middle ground between, like, things don't have to be a porno, but also, like, adults should be able to be adults and make the decision to be adults. And if they engage with entertainment, there should be entertainment that they can engage with like that too, that isn't a strip club.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that should be okay. And if you don't want to engage with that, or
I think if you're gonna make a rated M game, it should be rated M. Like, you should have rated M stuff in it. Like, I want to play an adult game, you know? And
they'd say, oh, that's AO, but to me it's like, is it though? Like, I don't
want it to be crazy. Like, I don't want to see, like, pussy lips flapping around, but I do want to, like, you know, see, like, maybe, like, a little bit of a skimpy dress here and there.
Right, well, and you know what? I'd be totally fine with a game that does do what, like, the pussy stuff if they really want to. Yeah. I mean, if I don't want to play it, I don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, my thing has always been, this is really cool. My thing has always been, like, for me, it's okay that some stuff isn't for me, but I don't like people limiting the choice for everyone on what they do and don't do. You know? And this is the same way I feel about banned books. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb, and it makes you look dumb to limit what people can and can't do.
Listen, I've read some books that would put some of the video games people say are, like, too far to shame. You know, like, I have read some crazy stuff. And it's been in the teen fiction section.
Did you hear that?
What?
Like some weird, creepy voice. Is your headphones off?
No, I have it on. I heard a whisper, but I didn't really hear it.
Rending halls. We need to fix our armor. I don't know if we even can right now, because there might be someone too close.
I think it's weird that, like, the rating on books is so different from, like, the rating on video games and movies.
Well, that's because you don't have a bunch of no-life, like, people with books trying to shut them down anymore, because they just don't care.
True.
Whereas with video games and movies, you do have a lot of no-life people trying to shut them down. Whoa, look at that creepy guy. Oh, that missed him.
I thought you were supposed to be a good archer.
I'm
You're
trying.
shooting this guy in the penis.
I'm trying to.
Now you shot him in the nipple.
He looks like Darth Maul.
Ew! That guy just shoved his face into us!
Yeah, that guy was gross.
Ew! I hated that.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. How are we not over encumbered?
I bet our character could, like, smell that guy's disgusting breath.
Well, no kidding.
Jeez.
Can I repair my stuff yet?
No.
Let's see. Repair. Where's the R? Repair hammer. Are you okay there?
I have hang-ups.
Oh, that did almost nothing. Okay. Wait, the claymores? Let's just not bother right now.
Maybe we can go to a blacksmith.
I'm sure we can. I'm a little worried, though, about my stuff breaking while we're in here.
Dremora churl scamp?
Yeah, he summoned that thing.
Some of these words are like alphabet soup. Like, somebody just, like, threw in a bunch of letters and then put a couple vowels to make it sayable.
Well, that is only worth 40, and it's like 43 pounds. Do you see that?
Mm-mm.
What did this do? Blood fountain?
Somebody was like, let's put a Z, a Q, an X, an R, and then put an A and a U in between some of these letters so somebody could say it. So it's like, Zakukser.
I feel like that's how a lot of these, what would you say, fantasy things are.
Or like they just make it alphabet soup for some of these words.
Tolkien did a pretty good job not doing that, but yeah, a lot of them do. There's gotta be somebody around here, right? What's this? Oh, we don't want to go there. We want to go up. We're trying to make our way up.
What's your favorite Tolkien thing that he created?
I like the Uruks. Like how they're kind of like orcs, but weird.
I like the Uruks too. I think they're cool.
Were you trying to trap me to see if I didn't know any Tolkien?
No, I just wanted to know what your favorite one was.
I actually also like his interpretation of the elves.
I like his interpretation of the elves too. I like that they're like really interesting of a race, but they're not like lame, you know?
Well, yeah, that's what really interesting would mean.
Yeah.
What do you... I don't understand. What are you saying? Are you just tired?
I'm just saying that, like, some games when they put... Or, not even games. I mean, like, some stories when they put elves in, the elves are just kind of dumb.
And generic?
Yeah, and generic.
Well, something that helped was that he was one of the early people to, like, push them in widely accepted fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in terms of fiction.
That's cool.
I mean, he actually helped revitalize parts of the English language, too. I mean, not to the same extent as somebody like Shakespeare, but, you know, a lot of what he did was very, very inspirational to not just works derivative of him, like that came after him that were inspired by him, but also just works that like were fictional in general that weren't even in his genre. Like a lot of people want to be Tolkien, and I think that is good and bad, because I think a lot of people try to find their style by being him, and that's not a good thing because you have to be yourself, right? Like Tolkien was himself.
Yeah, and that's why he was good.
Right. I think it might be up actually.
Over here,
and
quickly.
Oh, who's this guy? Whoa.
I don't know.
Doesn't he look
but
like Darth Maul?
he looks like the kind of person your aunt would like, that's for sure.
Oh no. I don't want that kind of nurse.
She definitely would be saying she didn't want that thing touching her, that's for sure.
Jeez. My poor aunt. What a misguided soul.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, like...
Were you gonna call her the B word?
No, I wasn't. I was gonna say, like, what a bad... I don't know, representation of old people in this way.
I know, she was like
weird,
a stereotypical old
What's
person.
weird is she was so nice, though.
Except
Quickly,
the
there's no
black
time.
people.
You must get to the top of the large tower. The sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion Gate open. Find the sigil stone, remove it, and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You must get the key.
Thank you, Minion. Can we, like, let this guy out? Activate?
Take the key.
I don't know, let this
Get to
guy
the
out.
sigil keep and find the sigil stone. It's the only way. Don't worry about me. There is no time. Get moving.
Well, I'm worried. I don't like people dying on my watch. Unless I'm the one doing the killing, that's for sure.
There's no way to let him out?
I don't know. Maybe we can get him out later? Like with the key that he's talking about or something? I don't really know.
Maybe. Let's look down here and make sure there's no one else down here.
I wish I could be as, like, intelligent as somebody like Tolkien, who he was so smart to be able to put together such a huge universe but not have things overlap and get too confusing or like negate each other, you know, like with a bunch of plot holes and stuff. He did such a beautiful job of weaving together this universe that doesn't have tons and tons and tons and tons of problems in it. I'm sure there's some if you look for them, but like it's one of those stories that's pretty tight-knit, kind of like how I see Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I wish I could be that smart to be able to make something that tight-knit, you know?
No, he did a really good work, and I think in general it's, they're still figuring stuff out about what he did. I mean, like, I think there's the Tolkien Society, but...
The Tolkien Society!
Yeah, that was like a whole thing
That's crazy.
that like preserved his work, but like they're still finding, you know, letters where he like wrote something about his lore and things like that, and that stuff is still incorporated in ways into his work. It's very interesting.
I feel like putting spikes on those holes is very rude.
What was the point of coming down here?
I don't know. Can you get through these, like, areas? Can you click on that or no? Oh, that just brings it down? Oh. Well, then what's down here? This is dumb. This is a dumb elevator. I tell you what, Tolkien wouldn't have made an elevator like this.
That's a good point.
I'll tell you twice, too.
Please tell me a third time.
I'll tell you a third time, too.
Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
Let's go up.
Well, can I tell you a fourth time?
Please don't.
Okay, sorry. I'm just saying, Tolkien wouldn't make something like that, that's for sure.
It's interesting with Tolkien because I really respect his work. However, I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, I'm not either. But, like, I really respect the fact that he was able to make such an incredible story that moved generations, you know? Like, that's something I wish I could do.
Well, you probably can. You know, I mean, we've both been talking about getting into writing.
True.
I'm not trying to say you could be Tolkien. You should be yourself, but, you know, maybe you could make something that...
I would give my left foot to be as famous as Tolkien.
Well, you know, but you never know. And I'm sure Tolkien's stuff inspired this, too, to an extent. However, to be completely honest with you, I find this universe more interesting than the Lord of the Rings
It probably
universe.
technically has more problems than his universe, but it's still really fun.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you know, I really loved, what was it, the Shadow of games, like Mordor.
Oh, I loved that. I loved Shadow of Mordor so much.
But people act like it's like an affront to his universe.
I bet
Did
he
you know
would have liked
that?
it. I bet he probably would have... Oh, that's scary.
Ew, it's like a
Ew.
heart. Ew.
I bet he would have seen something like that and been like, oh, that's really cool. Somebody made that out of my universe. You know, because, like... From...
This? He wouldn't have liked that.
No, I'm talking about the Shadow of games. Because he didn't seem like one of those guys that was like, He didn't seem like a Naoko Takeuchi. He seemed more like an Akira Toriyama to me from what I've read about him. You know
I think he would have seen those video games and been like, dear God, what sorcery is this? How are these images moving?
Okay.
You know, I don't think he would have been like, wow, this is really cool. Someone made this out of my universe.
You don't think so?
No, it's kind of like when people say, you know, if you took the Founding Fathers and you put them here, what would they say? And I'd say they'd probably be like, dear God, how are these steel horse and buggies moving without horses? You know, they'd see automobiles.
Okay, well...
Why is this man allowed to vote?
I'm just saying, like, if they could understand the technology, I think some of these people would think this stuff is cool.
I was
you?
just joking around with you, but yes, I think so too.
But
They'd probably see Obama as the president, and they'd be like, ah!
I think that if the Founding Fathers saw the U.S. today, they would be shooketh.
Yeah, because they got Obama.
If they saw the Cybertruck, too, they would be like, why is this floating block moving by itself?
They'd say disband the United States. It was a mistake.
They would. They'd be like, we're going back to England.
The king wasn't that bad.
Why did we let an N-word be president?
Whoa! Why would they say? Whoa, geez, Jill.
Weren't they racist?
Yeah, but you don't have to be.
Well, I'm just quoting what they would have said.
Got
It's
it,
not,
okay.
I don't actually feel that way.
What's this? Portal to Bloodfeast?
And then they probably look at Donald Trump and be like, why is he orange? Is he a different ethnicity? No!
Well, they would not understand spray tan, although I really don't think he's orange.
No, but they wouldn't like the fact that he's not white enough, you know? Like, they'd look at his skin color and be like,
Yeah,
not white!
They weren't exactly great about that at the time, were they?
They'd probably be like, is that an Indian?
Oh my.
Because, like, you know how they called them Redskins?
Yes, I do get it.
Yeah.
I do get it. Yeah, again, they were not exactly great about all these things you're bringing up. You're bringing up some flaws with the Founding Fathers here that are making me uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't want to talk
Is
about
it
them.
because we all know they were super duper racist?
Well, actually, they weren't all. What's interesting is that, despite that opinion, they were far more progressive than a lot of people of their time.
That is true, but I completely 100% believe that if they saw a black person they would not be nice to the black person.
Yeah, it really depends on the founding father, but you're probably right to an extent.
Because that during that time period...
Those people? Whoa, what happened?
During that time period, those kind of people were just like, you know, afraid of things they hadn't seen before. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea what just happened there?
Yeah, you stepped on that big bloody thing and it killed you.
Yeah, but, like, why?
I don't know. I mean, we're in a different dimension. That guy just talked to you. Khonshu, is that you?
I don't know what it was. Oh.
Oh.
Well,
yeah, they do look like that guy from Star Wars. What's his name again?
Darth Maul.
Yeah, they look just like him.
Or like that weird demon from Insidious.
Yeah.
Remember Insidious?
Yeah. You know what else they kind of look like? They look like that, like, hot demon girl from some of that porn. The, like, red chick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but I don't know the name of what you're talking about.
I don't remember the name of it either. I just remember seeing her in a lot of different, like, porn things.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Also, where is this the problem? I pick up this? No, I already had that. What am I doing? What did I pick up that was so much? You can get rid of that.
I saw this one post a long time ago that was like girls cosplaying as that red demon girl from porn things, but then getting mad that men looked at them.
What is with this, like, weird mentality of sex workers that they want to take the money, but they don't want people to sexualize them?
Right? Like, why'd you dress up as the character then if you didn't want people to look at you?
This is disgusting. This is like flesh.
I know.
That this is made out of.
Yeah, I was trying not to think about it. I also don't like that weird egg thing that's going on there. Ugh.
Sword of Submission.
Oh. I don't want to be submitted. Interesting. Command creature on strike?
I kind of feel like we should drop the Steel Claymore for now.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Too much,
Too much weight.
Yeah, it weighs way too much.
That's cool. Why jog when you can sprint has always been your motto. Now the miles of running and hours of swimming have paid off. You are an apprentice of athletics. You no longer regenerate less fatigue while running.
But at the same time, this is like a pretty legendary sword. We used it to defend Kavach. I can't just leave it here.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I thought you didn't want it anymore.
Well, I didn't, but, you know, like, I'm a historian. And, you know, I used this. This was like, what if a really hot maiden wants to see the sword that we used? We can't
defeat the guy?
Yeah, we can't leave it here.
I would show her my sword in between my legs and be like, this is what I defeated him with.
I wonder if our character could take a potion to temporarily have a penis. I mean, it's a...
Ew.
Why is that ew?
Ew.
That's not ew, and you know it's not ew. Jill likes this thing. Here, I'm gonna shut the door just in case anybody can hear this. Jill before has said, you know what was kind of hot? Like if a woman had a penis and she had all the best things of a woman, but she could still do you. That's something Jill said before.
That was actually the best update in The Sims is when they let you do trans characters, so I made a bunch of hot women with penises.
Alright.
And then they, like, f***ed their girlfriends into Oblivion.
Whoa, okay, you gotta... Oblivion, you gotta censor that one word so that it's not too far here. Because of how YouTube is. Mm. See, though, then you get into, like, all of these, like... I don't know what you'd say. Arguments. You know what I mean?
About what?
About trans stuff.
Yeah. Well, we can just push that aside and just realize that women are hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? There we go. And then everybody's like, yeah!
Everybody claps.
Yeah.
And then Obama shakes your hand.
Yeah. And then the founding fathers go, dear God, what is that thing?
To what?
To Obama.
Oh, okay, jeez.
That was a quote from The Princess Bride, by the way. I wasn't just being mean.
Was it about a black guy?
No. No, it's during this part where Wesley says to Prince Humperdinck that he would, like, take his eyes and stuff, and like cut off one of his ears and like do all this awful stuff to him, but leave him alive so that way when he walks around town, women and children would look at him and go, "Dear God, what is that thing?"
What? Okay. Oh wait, what did I just drop? Okay, I don't need that scroll. I don't need those arrows. There's gotta be something else I can get rid of here. Bloodgrass? I might have taken too much of that. Yeah, let's drop about 20 of them. No, that didn't work, and plus, that's probably good to have.
You're so indecisive.
You can cut past some of this. What do you think about this outfit now?
I think it looks good. I like it.
What's this thing? Sigil Stone activate.
Yeah. Okay. So we probably have to get out of here before the portal closes or we'll die. Right?
Well, what about saving the rest of the people? I never found all of them. Did you notice that? I only found the one guy. Did I miss them?
I don't know. I thought they were all dead. Closed an Oblivion gate. Nice. I have closed the gate by taking the sigil stone that anchors it within Oblivion. I should tell Salvi and Matthias that the way into Kavach is now open.
Was I supposed to find them? Did I screw that up?
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, I had wanted to save those guys.
Well, we'll save them in the next one. I don't think that... We explored basically everywhere. I don't think there was more dudes to save. You know?
I'm not sure.
Like, I think that they were all dead.
I just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking about...
You closed the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
I would like to go with. Yeah, let's go.
In a couple
The
minutes.
longer we wait,
I know, but I need to go. I need to go down to their. Where's their encampment? I think it's down here. I need to like do the sleep in a bed to level up.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
I think it's down here. What? That says that's Kavach. Oh yeah, look. See them? Did you see them?
I did see them. I like the song.
Yeah, the music's really good. I mean, it's kind of like Skyrim music.
It kind of reminds me of a mix between Skyrim and Pirates of the Caribbean. Does it for you? Or no?
I could see that. Well, I don't need to talk to you. I need a bed.
I like Crotch.
And we need it to be daytime again.
Yay!
That way we can actually see. I think I can level up, right?
Mm-hmm.
No?
No, yeah,
yeah.
you did. You did.
Are you gonna read it?
It's all suddenly obvious to you. You have... Oh, you just have to concentrate. All the energy and time you've wasted, it's a sin. But without the experience you've gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood?
True.
I don't know. I don't know how we could have understood. I gotta be honest.
Alright, we'll do that. Let's do a little more intelligence.
Yay, smart.
And then let's do personality.
Yay.
Confirm.
Now we don't do dry texts anymore.
What is a dry text? Is it just uninteresting?
Yeah, it's like when somebody asks you a
How
question.
could the nine let
and
this happen?
She's hot.
Are they angry
I don't
with
like her
us?
face.
What's up with her face right now?
The rest of her's hot.
to deserve this.
Oh, look at that! That was chopped! That thing's chopped!
I lied.
Thanks. Kavach is safer for all of us now you've closed the gate. You'll find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together. Goodbye.
Close my eyes.
So, I guess I just feel
Wait,
like...
I think I was in the middle of saying something, but I forgot what it was.
I don't know, you're always
Just-
talking.
Hey!
I can't face it. I have to start over.
Yeah, anything else?
I don't know. I thought I was in the middle of saying something before you started talking to that woman.
I don't know.
But now I don't remember.
Thought we were just talking about leveling up.
No, before that. I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
I don't think it matters. I want to be done soon. My throat hurts.
Okay.
I was thinking...
But I want to go save Martin Madrazzo. Oh, I was gonna tell you what a dry text is. It's like when somebody asks you a question about yourself, like, do you like this kind of thing? And they just go, it's fine.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
know,
so
like-
it's just kind of a nothing answer?
Yeah, it's kind of like when somebody doesn't actually say anything, you know?
Mm-hmm. Seems like to be most people. Most
Yeah.
people are very boring.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they even intend to be. They're not really saying anything
Yeah.
when they talk.
But it's like, you know, you actually wanted like a legit answer, but instead they're just like, yeah, it's fine. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah. This is difficult. I think we might want to switch to archery and... Wait, were we supposed to go in with his guys?
Yes. You were supposed to talk to him and go in with him.
We don't need him.
Okay.
Let him live.
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to get him?
Yeah.
I like how he sees us go in and then he doesn't follow.
I know, that's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd come with.
He was like, oh, maybe she'll take care of it.
All by herself. Oh, good. Well, she did with the Oblivion Gate, so...
I think we need to switch to archery.
Okay.
I think I'm doing more damage with that.
Not that guy. That guy.
Yeah, I know. He's way too far back.
Are you ready? We...
Yeah. I'm ready.
Look at that!
Yay, 4 crotch.
Well, hopefully since I killed those two guys, these people won't die. I think I was supposed to find more of them.
I don't think you were.
I think I
that-
screwed up.
I don't think there was more of them.
They said they dragged that one guy off. Was that the guy I found in the cell?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about the other guys? They were going across the bridge.
Well, we saved that one guy who lived, but then I think there was those other guys just kind of died, like during the war.
Maybe they did. I don't know. I never even saw the bodies. I've entered the ruined city of Kvatch with Savlian Matthias and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued.
My goodness.
That guy's dead. Oh,
Oh, uh-oh. Is he okay?
he's fine.
My goodness, he shouldn't have been in the way.
No, he kind of ran in front of me.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? It was like me when we play Fortnite.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Was that? Oh, yeah.
That's a drum or a troll. Darth Maul, is that you?
I didn't want to shoot and hit them.
Let's see what he's got. Oh, that's pretty good. Some
Yeah,
stuff and
just
things.
a bunch of
and
garbage.
such, yeah. Okay, now we have to talk to Salvian, or whatever his name is.
This guy?
Salivus.
We wiped the bastards out! It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
Okay. Let's go with
You
Savlian.
saved my life. You brought me back from hell. I won't forget it. Goodbye.
That guy would suck your penis.
Good, and he should. He should die for me now. Anything up here?
I think it's mostly burnt. But I'd like to follow Savlian to see if there's going to be dialogue when he lets those people out.
All right, we're gonna follow him. We're gonna follow him. I was gonna say, knowing this game will
Report,
freeze
soldier.
right here.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no one else?
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of here at once.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade, and there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
Some of the voice acting in this game has always been rough, by the way.
I don't understand what's the deal with those like special ed people who are like, well, I'm just gonna go out even though there's demons about because even
Wait,
though the
I
guard
heard
told
about
me not to,
how
I'm
you
gonna
helped
leave.
the guard drag the Daedra back. Well done.
You can't call them special ed people, Jill.
Why can't I? Obviously, they must be special if they think they
Okay.
can live through the friggin' Daedric warriors
The
out
Emperor
here.
told me to find you.
The Emperor is dead. Who are you? What do you really want with me?
You're Martin, right? The priest?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you.
Hey, he
I'm
looks
having
just like
trouble
you're in Septum.
understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it.
There is a plan, we're part of it.
What plan? What are you talking about? I prayed to Akatosh all through that terrible night, but no help came. Only more Daedra. What can you possibly know that would help me make sense of this?
You are Uriel Septim's son.
Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer.
The Daedra came here for... the Emperor knew you were in danger.
You spoke to the Emperor before he died? And he told you to find me?
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me?
Come with me.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back. Yes. I'll come with you to Wayne Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
Yay!
Wait, but what about... I'm supposed to help this town first.
We did. We helped the town.
No, I was supposed to help them more. I was supposed to talk to that guy after.
Really? What do you mean?
Yeah, I kind of
What did we do wrong?
Nothing. It's just I was supposed to talk to him after. Let's be done, because
Okay.
the audio is off. I'm going to load from here. He's going to go back to the camp, and we're going to help the Kvatch guard and then talk to him.
Oh, can you not help the Kvatch guard after you talk to Martin?
I don't really know. But I do know that the audio is starting to get off sync.